Novak Djokovic is injured, Yannick Sinner withdraws from Rotterdam, Alcaraz is the top seed, and we have gotten our both draw previews for the next week. All will be happening on this week's TENCAST. So welcome. Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to the TENCAST episode 1. It is a weekly podcast of tennis, and in this I will be bringing you all the things which happen in a week, and we'll be talk about it. We'll be discussing all the drop reviews, predictions, and eventually what's basically new in tennis world right now. So without further ado, let's start with the topic, which is Djokovic is injured and is likely to miss 2 months of action. That is, I was reading from some journalist, also some of the predictions by the journalist or some of the people who were predicting from the MRI scans which Djokovic put forward on this. I will also show it on the screen here. He said that I will leave it to all the tennis injury experts. It was a very good pun, but we are not talk about that. We have talked about the injury. Basically, we know Djokovic retired against Alexander Zverev in Australian Open semi-final. Australian Open has been done. 1 week has been passed on, and after the scan, it shows it basically it was a muscle tear, and the hamstring has been teared. And basically, it's potentially people are like all the journalists, all the people who talk about tennis are saying it's potential to be injury of 2 months. He's likely to miss Doha. He's likely to miss the Sunshine Double, and he'll be back for the clay swings. People are speculating that. But yesterday, another news came forward that uh, I can't remember her name correctly, but he said the injury is not as bad as the 2023 injury. And remember, Novak, what did Novak do in 2023 with an injury? So he said it's likely chances of Novak can come back to Doha. So there are the chances he can. So basically, the injury scene, we will, as soon as we get more updates, I will also update you. But right now, the thing is like it will be depending on the Doha tournament. If Djokovic withdraws from it, it basically means the injury is going to be a long-term one. We'll be seeing him in the clay swing. But right now, I think right now people are wondering that 2 months is going to take time. Coming to the second thing, which is right now, it is Jannik Sinner has also opened a YouTube channel, but also has withdrawn from Rotterdam. He is the defending champion there. We will be going to the draw preview at the end of the video and also give you my prediction, and then come next week and see how well or how good or how bad did I do. But he has withdrawn from Rotterdam, and now Carlos Alcaraz is the top seed. So Alcaraz is entering the tournament as a top seed. The number two is Daniil Medvedev, who has also won this tournament. So pretty much we were likely to see the tournament is still stacked. We do not need to worry. But Yannick didn't give any justifications or anything, but he just withdraw. And right now he doesn't even need like those points because he's so far ahead in the ranking system. If he does well in the sunshine swing, he can keep this number one for a long time. Maybe at the end of the end of the season, he has to then work out. But still, it's sad to see we could not see him again in the Rotterdam. We could have seen Alcaraz Sinner once again in ATP 500, and the ATP 500s are starting with a bang. We have gotten two now, Rotterdam and Dallas. Yeah. So now speaking about the third thing, it is Dallas. Dallas has converted to ATP 500. So it's very interesting. Um, Before we go to the draws, let's talk about this week. First of all, Davis Cup is happening. A lot of stuff is happening there. But the thing is, the only highlight I can give you in this video is like Rune, the Denmark team has done a comeback against Serbia. That was incredible yesterday on day one of Davis Cup. A little bit tension between France and Brazil, which was a little bit lines were not called justifiedly. So there, yeah, this is all the hard things which happened in the Davis Cup that I'm giving you. So basically, Fonseca also lost to Humbert, and yeah, that comeback by Denmark was incredible. And an ATP 250 tournament is taking place, which is multiplayer, and we have got in a final. You can see the two players on my screen: Felix versus Alexander Kuwait. Sorry, I cannot pronounce the name correctly, but yeah, he has made his first final, Alexander, and he beats Rublev in the semi-final. So yeah, Rublev entered this tournament and he lost to Kovacevic. Kovacevic, he lost to him. And Kovacevic has been done incredible this tournament. He has beaten all the top seeds. I think he defeated Bublik, he defeated Rublev, and now had a chance to defeat Felix. Let's talk about Felix for a moment. This match is going to be happening. That by the time I'm recording the podcast, after this, it will take place today at tonight. So yeah, I will be also giving my prediction about this. But Felix did incredible. He's such an amazing player on the indoor hard scene. He's clinching the titles. It is his 10th final, I guess, and he's doing incredible. And if another indoor hardcore tournament can he grab, it can be this one. But Alexander is also looking good. I will go with Felix. Felix. I will go with Felix in 3 sets. It will be a tight match, but yeah, it's a good one. You can watch it. Highlight from this 250. Pretty much there was a lot of things going on in tennis right now. Injury, Davis Cup, etc. This tournament is also a good one. Highlight is Kovacevic doing good, and yeah, Felix also back in a good swing. Let's come to the draw previews first. Dallas Open. We have got on the seed number one Taylor Fritz, who is the world number four right now, and I think he wants to keep this ranking. And I think we have gotten our winner last year, Tommy Paul. Yeah. So looking at the draw, there are a lot of Americans because it's in Dallas. So a lot of Americans are there and they are seeded. A lot of big names we can see is Arnadi is there, Casper Ruud is there. So can Casper clinch a hardcore title, ATP 500? He has done it last year, Barcelona. So that drought is over. But looking at the draw, he has to come over Tiafo, Shelton, and potentially a lot of good players. For Taylor, can he win this? Can he solidify more his spot in the top five? Yes, he can. The big names I can see is Thomas Mahatch is there. He can face him in quarterfinals. Tommy Paul, a guy who he struggles against sometimes. Their match is a little bit toe to toe and a good tournament by Tommy. So in Australia, so maybe if he is playing well here, he can also go through it to win this and this time clinch 500 points rather than 250. My other players we can see in the draw right now is Ben Shelton is here, semi-finalist of Australian Open. He can have a good run because his draw doesn't look terrible right now. He can go over Vukic, Munar, Boo, yeah, Fokina is there, Anari is there, but he can definitely have a good run here. He can have a semi-final here, and having Casper Ruud in your semis can have a chance to be the final. So about this draw, looking at it, we cannot go match by match for each tournament, but I will say that my picks for this are: I believe Taylor Fritz will not do good. I believe we will see Tommy Paul, Thomas Mahatch in semi-finals. But there is Kane Shakori also. He's playing well in Davis Cup also. He did good. He's having Mahatch. So still, I believe I'm staying with my prediction. I don't think Taylor Fritz is going to do well here. By not doing well, I mean he'll be out in quarterfinals, knocked out. For the bottom half, I don't think Casper can have a good run here. I don't believe it right now. I don't see. If he does, it's good. But I see Francis Tiafoe doing good. Um, yeah, there can be a lot of dark horses here because the first thing is look at this match. Nakashima versus Nishioka. What a match this is. Munar and Boo. A lot of good matches are here. So there can be dark horses. For me, it is going to be Kei Nishikori always. When he enters the tournament, he's a dark horse. Even though I'm going with Mahatch as a semi-finalist. But for me, I think Tommy Paul will make the final. But I believe it will be either Francis Tiafoe or Ben Shelton taking the title. So let's come to the one of the tournament which is stacked right now, and that is in front of you. Rotterdam. So let's talk about Rotterdam. And instant reactions to the first match. Alcaraz versus Van de Zandschulp. Remember the last time they played against each other? Van de Zandschulp was the winner. He upsetted Carlos Alcaraz in US Open 2024, yeah. So it's a good revenge match. We have Felix here in the quarter. So Alcaraz can have a very tough tournament right now. His draw is very tough. Like if you see Felix, Van de Zandschulp, like like this script could have been opposite. Van de Zandschulp, if we would not won the US Open match, we were not even talking about this. But he has the capabilities to play better against Alcaraz, and we know Alcaraz sometimes doesn't do the level he's all he used to play. Sometimes he just doesn't play the good tennis and he's out. So looking at it, he's in the quarter is Holger Rune and Carlos Alcaraz. So yeah, I think he can make the semifinals. He can. But there is still the button effect. So we'll leave the predictions for the end. Coming to the bottom one, the semi-final opponent, it could be either Rublev or Hurkacz. Hurkacz, another good guy, another good server. Kaboli, Poprin, Lehechka. Lehechka is a good shout. Poprin right now not in the good form, so Lehechka is a good shout. Marijan, yeah, he is sometimes dangerous in these tournaments. And Zhang and Rublev. So Rublev is having Zhang in the first round. I see Rublev not making a quarterfinal here. Zhang and then having Struff or Marijan, and Marijan already beating him this year. So I still believe, like Rublev this week in Montpellier, he didn't well. He didn't do well. He is not in the final. He is not the trophy. So heading to this tournament, I still don't see him as a big of the guys to lift the trophy here. He is the one of the champions here. Remember, he has won this, but still his form right now doesn't look good. Come the bottom half, look at this another stacked match. Medvedev and Wawrinka. Incredible. Incredible round one match. And to be honest, right now, looking at Medvedev matches for the past 6 months, I can honestly say Stan can win this. He can, if he plays well. But still, let's see what happens. Odeberg, Griezspur, another good guy on indoors. And here's an interesting stat. Griezspur has the second most wins on indoor hard courts, just behind Yannick Sinner. So he's a good shout, and this is Netherlands. He can have a good run in his home tournament. Matteo Berrettini is the opponent of Griezspor. Another popcorn match. Stefanos Tsitsipas has the wild card. Yes, he has to do this. He has to put this card on now because due to the fact he's very low in the rankings now, and also they're lost in Australia, he has to do redeem himself. So it's a good shout. Medvedev Tsitsipas can meet in a quarterfinal. And this is very sad to see. Like we usually see these in the final. Like if we would have talked about these things in the past 4 years, we would say these are the potential finalists. But yeah, it's tennis. Arthur Fields is here. Alexander Kovacic, who is the finalist here we just talked about. He is here in the tournament. Pericard. And Pericard is gonna be a threat. Because if you remember, what did he do in Basel? It was incredible. If he is not, someone does not beat him, he just becomes unstoppable. So he's in the half of Medvedev. It's going to be interesting. So for the top half, we will do semifinals. We cannot go match by match. So we'll go with semifinals. My pick for the first semifinal is Carlos Alcaraz. Yeah, I'm picking Alcaraz. Solely the fact he will be motivated. He's going good. His serve is looking good. He just play well in the indoor hockey. He's not that of a bad player. We have just made him. A couple of losses we know, but still he can. And these opponents in his half he can beat. So yeah, the thing is he's gonna make the semifinals. I believe in the quarterfinals he's not gonna meet Holger Rune. I believe he's gonna meet either. Uh, I believe it will be. To be honest, I believe it will be Batista Agut. Yeah, I don't see it. For the semifinal opponent of his, I believe it will be Jerry Lehechka. Yeah, I think Jerry Lehechka will make another deep run in this tournament. And I don't see Rublev and neither Hurkacz. I think Lehechka will pull off the win over Hurkacz. And Andre Rublev, I don't see him. I don't see him in the semifinal right now. So we've got on our top of Alcaraz Lehechka in the bottom half. Like I see a Medvedev Mediterranean quarterfinal. So in that, I'm going with Medvedev. Due to the fact last, if I remember, 2023, he went on a roll when he was out in Australia. And indoor hard courts, whatever it is, Medvedev does well. Recent form, not good, but maybe this is the time he starts to switch things. I believe Medvedev Berrettini will be a tough quarterfinal. He will make it to the semis, but it's going to be a hard way. On the other side, I still believe it will be Pericard. Pericard will find a way and be in the semi-final against Medvedev. Because if you look at the matches, he can overcome Kovacevic, who is the finalist here. He will not be fully fit. I think after coming from the tournament and facing Pericard and his service looking good, He can definitely beat Phils. We have seen it. And to be honest, yeah, Demon is a good shout. He will make it. There is Mensik also. But for Demon, return game is the key. And Pericard is such a good server. So I believe Pericard will overcome him. Now we've got in the semifinals. I definitely believe Alcaraz can do over Lechka. I am picking him. I'm going him to the finals. And I am having Medvedev in the final. Yes. Yeah. Pericard Medvedev will be an epic match. Two tie breaks, 175 set. And I believe Alcaraz Medvedev will meet in the final. And the same thing will happen which happen in Beijing. Alcaraz will beat him and he will get his first indoor hardcourt title. If I'm not wrong, yes, Alcaraz will get it. So the thing is, draw can play out well for Alcaraz. Looking at initially, it's a very like stacked draw because I believe this will be the most watched tournament than Dallas. Dallas will be a good one for the Americans. It will be a good tournament. It has some big names. It will be a good tournament. But this is such a interesting tournament. It has big names like Medvedev, Alcaraz, Rune, Rublev, Felix, Pericard, Tsitsipas, amazing things. So the thing is, I'm sticking with Medvedev because like the Pericard thing is a dark horse pick, and if he is eliminated, then Medvedev has like I believe only threat in his half is like Demon is there. I know that Demon can find a way beat him Medvedev, but Medvedev like what he did to him in the Net ATP finals, I still believe he can do it again. And the honestly thinking, like right now, I also believe Steph cannot beat him. The only player in his half, I believe, is Berrettini, who can have a real shot. And if he does it, Berrettini is my pick for the final then. But right now, I'm sticking with my world number one, seed number one and seed number two. Like, yeah, my predictions are very biased to the ranking, but like looking at the current form and the tournament, yeah. And I also not be shocked if Van Angela beats Alcaraz again. Then the tournament can have a different story there. But still, I believe Alcaraz will find a way. And yeah, he can go very smoothly in the tournament if he's come overcome the first two matches. So yeah, these are my predictions. These are previews. These are all the news. Hope you guys like the TENCAST. If you want more videos like these, I will upload it weekly. And just like, comment, and just give me your feedback on the comments and subscribe to the channel. Peace.